Every spring, celebrants gather to spread color and cheer during one of India's most vibrant festivals. With your friends, move around the festival ground throwing colored gulaal powder onto each other and the crowd. Aim higher and let your color fall from above on as many people as you can. For Holi is a time for playful mischief, and a little friendly rivalry is just what the festival calls for. A hallmark of the festival is the profusion of color, be it bright rangoli patterns on the floor or the joyous color battles held during the day of the festival, where folks of all ages smear, spray, pour, and throw a rainbow of powders and liquids onto each other.
Holi is a 3D area control game of spreading color that can be played from 2 to 4 players, and it plays roughly around 30 to 40 minutes. And in this game, you are trying to gain joy. They are points as you throw colors on the boards, and if you throw it in a higher level, it will score you more points. Or from getting colors on other players, or from collecting sweets. And the player with the most points at the end of the game will win. And Holi will be played a couple of rounds, and in each player turn, there are 3 actions that they can perform. One of them will always be mandatory, and 2 of them will be optional. So the first one is the throw color action, and this is the mandatory action, in which you will play a color card face up, and then you throw your colors. And if you look at the cards, there will be a pattern in which you're going to be throwing your colors. And if you're only seeing in your card that there are only color patterns, that means your token should be one of those patterns, a part of that pattern. But if you look at your color card and it has a star and then a color pattern, that means your character should be the star, and then you're gonna throw your colors in the designated pattern. So patterns must not overlap color tokens on other levels, and it cannot have 2 or more, right? So that's the first thing that you can do. You play a color card face up, you throw your colors, and then if you hit someone, you're gonna be scoring points. And then the second way to throw color is that you play a color card face down, and then you place one of your tokens on your level, on the same level, without a color token or a player marker. So it has to be a free space, and you just put your color there. And you can't do this if it on the last turn you have done that action already. So it's an alternating thing that you're gonna be doing. But whatever it is, at somewhere within your turn, and you can do these actions in any order, but you must throw a color before your turn ends. That's the mandatory action. Now we're gonna be moving to the 2 optional actions, and the first of these optional actions that you could do is called move. Okay, so in Holi, in how you move is that you get your player marker, and then you can place it in any unoccupied space on the same level. Okay, so you just pick up your marker and place it wherever you want, and then you have to do a mandatory action of throwing color. But in order for you to move, just pick it up, go wherever, and wherever you land, you can collect sweets if you land in an area where there is sweets, or if there are color markers on the area that you're going to land to, you're gonna collect those as well. You cannot share a space with another player, so that's something worth for you to consider when you are moving. And this is optional. You cannot move in your turn, that's okay. And then the last will be to climb up. So there are 3 levels in this game, and the reason why you want to climb up is because the higher you are, the higher the points when you throw your colors. That's why you want to climb up, and this is also optional. So in order for you to climb up, you move your player marker 1 space exactly on the same space above. Okay, and you may only do this if you're surrounded on 4 sides by color tokens of any color. It doesn't matter if it's all your colors or opponent's colors, but as long as you're surrounded, and that means really surrounded, you cannot use the edge of the board to be considered as surrounded. But if you're surrounded by 4 colors, no matter who owns them, you can climb up exactly on the next level above. And those are the 3 actions that you can do in any order. But before your turn ends, you have to throw a color, and that's how it will go. That's how the game goes. Player will take turns doing their actions, and at the end of their turn, they draw back up to a hand of 3 color cards, and then the game will end when one of the players ran out of color cards or they ran out of color token, and then you're gonna be counting score. Okay, so how do you score? Color tokens on each level. So if it's level 1, from the bottom, you're gonna score 1 point. If it's in the middle, level 2, you're gonna score 2 points for each color token, and on the 3rd level, you're gonna be scoring 3 points for each color token that you have. And then 2 points for each of your colors in another player's supply or pool. That means you hit them somewhere along the game. You've hit them, or they picked up your color. That's gonna score you 2 points. And if you hit a player or their token in the game, that's gonna score you 1 point also. So you're also gonna be scoring 5 points per player who has fewer sweet tokens than you. So if you're playing 4 players and you have more sweet tokens than the 3 of them, then you're gonna be scoring 15 points, from 5 from each of them. Okay, and then there's also a variant for this game where there are rule cards that may add additional scoring conditions and additional ways that you could play the game, which are the rules. So I leave that to you to discover. But basically, in a gist, that's how you play the game of Holi. Hi, everybody. I'm Denmark.
And I'm Regine, and welcome to Straight from the Meeple's Mouth.
Straight from the Meeple's Mouth. And this is what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be reviewing games from a casual player's perspective. And casuals are people who are not into core gaming, or and those who are not beginners. So you're right there in the middle. So if this is you, or you know someone who is like this, maybe you can send this to them and stick around. You're gonna learn a few perspectives on the games that we're gonna be showing. And today we're gonna be reviewing Holi. Holi?
Holy too.
No. Holi. All right. So we're gonna be reviewing Holi, and this is Regine from her perspective as a casual gamer. So we're gonna have a few topics or categories that we're gonna discuss, and she's gonna answer them. All right. So let's begin. What do you think about the aesthetics of Holi? Holi. So aesthetics, art, and everything else that
Components
fall under that. So
Ganda. Wala akong masabi. Ganda.
What makes it really
Unique.
maganda?
Hindi, unique kasi siya.
Okay.
It's not your typical parang card game, tapos may mga meeple. Ano bang tawag doon? 3D siya?
There's a tower, right?
May tower kay.
It's a 3D tower with 3 levels.
Yun. Tapos maganda yung choices of color nila.
I think red, blue,
Yellow,
and green. Right? Sorry for the colorblind people, but those are the colors that they chose. But they come in different animal shapes.
Oh.
So that would help them, right? Even if they are colorblind. How about table presence? Does this have table presence? If you're walking by and you see this game, will you stop?
Oo. Kasi mako-curious ka eh. Ano yon? Diba?
Is it the colors or the tower itself?
The tower muna. Kasi mas mataas ang tower eh. So, yun yung mako-curious ka. Tapos, bakit merong transparent na...
Yeah, the trays for the tower are see-through, right? Cool. So aesthetics is a good go for you. Yes. All right. So next, we're gonna be talking about gameplay. How does it play? First, let's talk about the strategy. The strategy in Holi.
Kailangan ko ba i-share yung strategy ko? Eh di alam nyo na.
No, not necessary. But how does it? How do you play it? Is it tactical? Is it something that you have to plan long minutes into it? Or?
Hindi. Pag nilalaro ko yung Holi, siya, parang mag-iisip na ako kapag itira na yung before me.
Okay. So,
kasi hindi mo naman mapaplan way ahead parang sa mga ibang games. Ay, kasi dependent yung move mo kung ano yung ending nung
board state. How the board looks like.
Oo. Ano yung board state?
Yeah, sorry. Board state is how it would look like after someone takes their action.
Okay.
All right.
Board state.
Yes, not board state. All right. Next, where do you find the tension in Holi? What part of the game do you feel you are most tense?
Kapag aakyat na. Pag magli-level 2 ka na, level 3.
Level 2 or level 3 when you go up. Okay, why?
Kasi yun yung first and foremost mong gustong gawin eh.
So that's what you do. Okay.
Hindi nyo ba napapansin? Sa level 1, wala akong tinatapon masyado. Kasi iniipon ko lahat pag level 2 and level 3, doon ako magbabato.
So, why are you tense? Because?
Baka maunahan ako sa pag-akyat.
Okay. So, if someone goes...
Baka maunahan mo ko sa pag-akyat.
So, it's more fun when you're going higher? Or why do you want to go up?
For more points.
More points.
Ba't ako diba? Ba't ako magsistay sa baba?
Well, you can hit other people.
Sa many times natin nilaro yan, madalang lang akong magbato sa kalaban.
Okay.
Diba?
So that's what's more, that's where the tension comes from. You being the first to be up there.
At saka hindi maubos yung stars ko.
Or the tokens, or the colors.
Tokens,
okay. So, it doesn't involve other players. It's just you trying to find the strategy to go up quickly.
Baka ako lang yun. Kasi parang lahat kayo, tinatamaan nyo ko, ganyan.
So you don't get stressed when people throw the colors at you. Because those are points also.
I know, pero tinitingnan ko rin kasi, sa sobrang dami nyo magbato sa akin, nauubusan na kayo ng stars. So pagdating na, yung token. So pagdating na second, ng third, titignan ko yung mga laman ng nyo, halos wala na.
Okay, so what do you like about this game? I remember when we first got this one, of course, you will always look at it as, what is that game? And then after one game, you're like, again. And that's when I know that she really likes the game. So what did you like in this game that you wanted to play it every time when we got it?
Iba-iba yung nagagawa ko strategy kasi.
Not just going up first?
One yon, getting the candies. Yung isa pa, yung pag nakikipagagawan ako ng candies sa inyo, yun. Ay pa ba? Yun. Tsaka yung kung saan ako pwedeng pumunta. Kasi di ba normally yung mga ibang games, you can only go one step
this
ganyan, this way, up, down, left, right, ganun lang. Eto, natutuwa ako dun sa, pwede pala ako tumawid hanggang ganun kalayo.
Yes. In Holi, you can pick up your piece and then just go wherever you want. On the same floor.
On the same floor,
So that's what you like. The freedom
Mm.
to move and go wherever. Okay, so of course, if you like something, you will not like something. What is it that you don't like?
Yung yung pag binato nyo ako, tapos magkaka-points kayo dun sa...
But that's the game. You throw.
Alam ko yun, pero hindi nga ako ganun maglaro. Ayoko nga yung tinatamaan ko yung iba. Parang feeling ko nawawala yung tokens ko pag may tinamaan ako na iba. Although 2 points din yun. Tama ba 2 points?
Yes. For each of your tokens in your opponent's pool will score you 2 points.
O sige, sa dami mong beses na ginawa yan na nilaro natin, nanalo ka ba?
Once.
Oh. Exactly.
It depends on how you're gonna play. So you don't like people hitting you, or you don't like running out of tokens? I didn't get it.
Oo, kasi pwede ko siya gamitin sa third floor eh.
Okay.
For the 3 points.
So you
Minsan
wish
na
you can
to.
just keep all your tokens and then just go to the third floor and throw them all.
Oo,
On the
kaya
third
nga
floor.
pag nasa first floor ako, pag minsan kakainin ko yung token ko para bumalik siya sa akin, para maipon ko siya. So when I go to the second floor, ma-use ko siya ulit. And then third floor ka na.
All right. Okay, next, that's gameplay. Okay, so overall, you're gonna be playing this game. If someone asks you, you're always gonna be playing this game.
Mm.
Okay. I know Javi has a pending rematch with you, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, how about replayability? How many times do you think people are gonna get bored? Is it the same strategy over and over?
Hindi, iba-iba. Kasi depende rin sa bunot mo ng cards eh.
Okay.
Yun yung medyo mahirap din doon eh.
Mhm.
Yung kung mabunot mong cards, hindi yun yung parang swak at that time na gusto mong mangyari.
Mhm.
Yun.
So it doesn't get stale, no? Every time you play it, it's a different game. Okay, cool. How about the theme? What is it about anyway? Do you feel it in the game? Of course, Holi is a festival where they're trying to celebrate it and be joyous by throwing different colors at other people. Right? The more colors, the more people you hit, the more fun it is. That's what Holi is. Do you feel that in the game?
Oh.
On which part?
Ako, I have fun throwing colors on the floor. Ay, on the
Yes.
level.
On the
diba?
floors, right?
On the level yung sa ayoko lang yung tinatamaan talaga ako.
And even the colors, right? They look really nice with the blues.
Yung
the
design din na iba
the
yung
designs
shapes.
at the back of the cards, on the cards itself, and even the animals that they use for
Even yung tower eh. Maganda rin yung design niya.
yeah, the pillars that they use, the art is really nice, and you feel like it was a festival of colors actually, right? Okay, so who is this game for? Who do you think this game is for?
I would say it's for you.
Is it for is it for entry level people, for newbies? Is it a gateway game? Is it for hardcore gamers? Is it for casuals? Who do you see this game will be perfect for?
For everyone naman.
Okay, families.
Feeling ko pati bata eh. Kaya eto.
I think they'll have fun with the colors, but a little bit with the strategy. It depends on how they can't comprehend the abstractness.
Well, depende
of
rin
it.
sa kalaro nila, 'di ba? Kung medyo adult yung kalaro nila tapos competitive din. Kawawa yung
So can core gamers, hardcore gamers play this?
Oo naman. Ikaw nga eh.
Will it be different? I think it will be different, right? It'll be more calculating.
Iba na ang strategy doon. Iba na rin yung level ng sakit sa ulo ko nun pag
But also for entry level and casual, it's just a fun game where you throw colors, score points, hit other people with your colors.
Kasi hindi ka naman masyadong mag-iisip na tulad ng ibang games.
Basically, it's for everyone, right? You can play it with everyone. You can bring it out in family gatherings. You can bring it out after a heavy game and just relax, right?
Anong tawag ito? Filler.
Filler. Wow.
Big word.
Big word. All right, now for the most important and scariest question of all.
Magkano?
At its price point, do you think it's worth it? RKS version is somewhere around 2.5 to 2.8.
Ano yung version?
Kickstarter version. Because I think in the non-Kickstarter version, the tokens which are wood in our version, I think they're cardboard. So that's gonna be a little bit cheaper. But for all the package, everything else, the art, the game, do you think 2.5, 2.8 is worth it?
Ba't ka bumili ng KS? Meron naman palang hindi KS.
Because it's nicer. It brings the theme out.
Kaya ko pala nagustuhan.
So anyway, let's say 2.5 to 3,000, 2.8 to 3,000 at that price range for a KS game, and 2.5 to 2.8 for a retail game. Do you think it's worth it?
Na parang masyado minani KS eh, KS.
No, because people have to. Never mind. Just for that price point, do you think it's okay?
3,000?
Do you think it's worth it?
3,000?
Retail 2.5.
Minayunusan mo pa ng 500.
No, in retail somewhere there.
Pwede na.
Sulit with the way that it plays.
Sige na. Yung cost per game.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi ko alam kung dapat ko pa palang laruin yan.
You played it more than 10 times already.
Pero parang hindi pa 10 times.
Also, you haven't played the variable rules and variable scoring. So there's also
meron pa
those
pala
things.
yun.
So
Lagi natin nakakalimutan yung...
it adds to the replayability. There are a lot of those rules and those scoring conditions. They're different.
So, pang KS lang yun.
No. It's for the whole game.
Bakit KS?
Because it's nicer.
Sige na.
So, would you recommend it?
Recommend.
At its price point, would you say, yeah, go get it? No, not.
If you like the game, go for it if you like the game. Pero again, kung casual gamer ka lang at meron din yung kalaro mo,
yeah, I think that's a good point.
You borrow na lang.
If you play this in your friend's house, would 2.5 be a reasonable price for you to own it as a casual gamer? I think that's the question.
Hindi.
Okay, what would be the right price for this? Free? So as a
Huwag mo ko tanungin ng what would be the right price.
So as a casual, if you have the funds, get it.
Oo naman. Lalo na if, yung parang nagko-collect ka na, parang ganyan. Go for it.
All right. So that's Holi. So again, we would like to thank you for joining us. And if you have other friends who are casual gamers, or if you are a casual gamer, please subscribe at Variable Play. You can find us there. Every last Friday of the month, we're going to be reviewing games from a casual player's perspective. And if you have comments, if you want to suggest games that you would want us to review, as long as we can get our hands on it, or if we have it, sure, why not? So until then, I'm Denmark.
And I'm Regine.
And this is
Straight from the Meeple's mouth.
See you soon, guys. Bye.